This is the 1.1 Google Doc assignment for this lesson. So we have just a still photograph. This isn't even satellite, but it matches if you had looked up the Portland metro area on the Google Earth engine. And what we are seeing is this is the Portland metro area. And over here on the left-hand side, these different colors show you how much more urban growth occurred during that time period. So for instance, during 1979 to 1984, all of this lighter tan area is the initial growth of humans living in that area. And then each new time period, roughly 10 years, give or take, shows you the new growth for that time period, with the darker red being closest in time where more people have begun living. So taking into consideration what you saw in the Google Earth engine, as well as this map, these are the questions you're going to be asking. What do you notice about the difference between the urban growth boundary in 1984 versus 2011? So you're using observation skills in order to compare and contrast. Number two, the areas of growth have increased the number of buildings, roads, decreased the number of natural spaces around Portland. What might this mean for animal species that live in this region? So if you're gaining one type of species population, that means are other species going to be in decline? How does that happen? You can think of even our local area. What do you notice in the East Mountains? Number three, what is one question you have about this image as it relates to biodiversity in the metropolitan area? So I want you to go ahead and generate your own question using all of this information. Part of being scientifically literate, meaning you can think in scientific terms, is being able to generate questions from your observation. So you're going to write down one question here that you have from all of this. You can even link it to what you see here in our local area as well. Once you have your question, I'll know what question it is because you've asked it on here. You're going to then go to our map investigation Jamboard. This is also a link on this assignment. You're then going to use the sticky note feature to ask a question. I'm not going to give any away. So, so remember I went to sticky note on the left-hand tool side, put in my question. You do not have to put your name because I already know what question you're going to ask from your assignment. Again, you don't have to put your name. You can choose a color if you want. You're going to save it. And then you're going to add it to the board. There's 4 different slides up here. So if you notice that there's just way too many questions on one slide, just go to the next one. Eventually, we'll review this and we'll kind of put them into certain areas as well too.